I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com, and today I have a faith planner process video for you, something a little bit different. This is my faith planner that I work in every day. Typically, I decorate each week. Let me go to where I got started. I decorate each week and take notes on the scripture that I study that day. And in the monthly view, I write a verse of the day, but you can see I don't do any decorating in that monthly view. I save that for the inside part. However, for the month of December, I am planning on creating a mini advent calendar that'll help me with writing scripture each day. And the timing was perfect because Kelly Bangs has just released a really sweet set that is Christmas flashcards. And these are the Christmas flashcards. I printed them at half size, and this is a double set. So I printed them at half size. You have the manila versions right here, and then the beautiful colored versions. And it's really small, but you can see that there is a scripture listed for these. So I am going to use that as my scripture writing for the month of December for Advent. And I cut out all of these little flashcards, and I'm going to create a mini advent calendar here in my monthly spread. So I thought I would show you guys what I plan to do. I will definitely list everything I use down below. Otherwise, let's go. All right, I have sped up this part a whole lot because it's super repetitive, but what I'm gonna do is adhere the little flashcard on the back of each of these squares that I've already cut out. The squares I used were 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. And then I'm going to add a little bit of washi tape to the top because the flashcards are rectangular, so it didn't quite fit in the square. And then I just follow this assembly line, and the scriptures that are listed are not necessarily in any particular order, but are of course all Advent related. So I think it'll be great to have that kind of scripture writing plan in December and be able to reflect. And this is just a fun way to change up how I'm doing my scripture writing. I liked how I was doing before, nice and simple, but for a special season like Advent, I think it's fun to kind of change up the plan. So I'm actually using Scotch tape to adhere the squares at the top, and I'm adding Scotch tape on top, and then I flip it up and add a little bit underneath just for extra reinforcement. And that makes it like a little door that I can pop up, like kind of a classic Advent calendar, which just makes it fun, a little bit more exciting. The paper that I'm using on the backs of these flashcards is from Kelly Bangs's set Pink Christmas, and that is on her website. So the flashcards are actually on the Illustrated Faith website, and the other set of all of these beautiful papers and tons and tons and tons of Christmas elements are on Kelly's website, and I will make sure to list those both separately below so you can find each part. Now, like I said before, I printed the flashcards at 50%, or I put 2 pages to a sheet. If you wanted to have these bigger, maybe actually writing out the scripture on the actual card, something like that, you could certainly print them at 100%, and they would be sized really nicely for like a memory deck system or something like that, where you could embellish the card, write out the scripture. That would be another great Advent project that you could work through. And because they're designed as flashcards, they're also really great for your kids and for studying Advent with your kids. So that's just another possibility. There's lots of ways that you can customize these. I like that she kept them super simple so that you can add embellishments as you see fit. I am super excited that I get to keep this in my faith planner. I have been loving my faith planner. Some of you have followed along with me. I love decorating it each week, and then it really helps me focus in the mornings. I write out the scripture that I'm going to focus on that day, and then I generally take a few notes, and then in the monthly view, I write out a verse of the day. And it's really a way that focuses my morning study time. I've been doing morning quiet time for a really, really long time, following a Bible reading plan. And I like that my faith planner helps me keep it organized. And then for some reason, writing out the notes really helps them stick with me a bit longer. So I've really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I get to incorporate these flashcards into my faith planner. Creating little pop-ups like this in your planner would be another great activity just for a project like December Daily. Maybe the whole idea of December Daily, creating a scrapbook page for each day of December seems a little bit overwhelming, and I can completely understand that, but maybe capturing a picture a day and filling it in on your planner calendar and creating these fun little pop-ups with fun cards and ephemera would be another way to kind of conquer a project like that. There's lots of ways that you can use your planners in your memory keeping and your faith study. There's all kinds of ways to use them. So I highly encourage you to really think outside the box when you're making your plans. Okay, so I am wrapping up the last few. This will only go through the 25th, and for the rest of the month, I will go back to my kind of typical scripture writing format that I've been doing. And then I'm going to come through and stamp on each of the cards because I did cover up the number with the colorful square. So I'll come back through stamp. I'm using a typewriter stamp from By the Well for God. If it is in stock, I will make sure to link it below, but really you could use any stamp that you have in your set. You could handwrite it, you could use stickers, anything like that. Adding a little washi tape at the top, and later on you'll see me add it at the bottom. This is the same washi tape that I used on the back of each card, so that way it kind of incorporates it. It had a lot of the same colors, which was fun to use. I think this is actually an Illustrated Faith washi tape from a previous study, maybe Big Story, something like that. I'm not totally sure. Just in my stash. So here I am, just gonna stamp on each of these cards. I love these little typewriter fonts. I think they're super cute. It would also be cute to stamp these on sticker paper, like on white sticker paper, and stick them down, but I was wanting to push through and get this part of it done so I could move on to a fun decorating element. All right, skipping ahead, now that I'm done with the stamping, I am going to lay some washi down on the bottom. I actually ended up accidentally cutting my finger, and so you might see a few little, I have a new Band-Aid on my thumb and a few little smears that I'm gonna have to cover up with some stickers, but no big deal. The washi tape covers part of it up too. So just anchoring that at the bottom, trimming it off just to bring that color down because the colorful boxes are only at the top. And now I have a Happy Planner Christmas sticker pack, and this one I got at clearance, actually. I think maybe from Michael's. If I can find it online, I will link it below. And I'm going through and trying to find stickers that are appropriate for Advent. So I really like this Peace on Earth. I put Happy Christmas down there in the corner. I want to layer that Peace on Earth box, so I'm gonna pull out some of these little mason jar snow globes. I think those are super cute. Adding this at the top, and I have to trim it out just a little bit so that the box still flips. And I will just add a few more little touches here and there. I really like these mason jar snow globes. I think those are so cute. And then Joy, I love the foiled elements in the sticker pack. And then they have all of these sweet Christmas trees. And so I'm gonna add those kind of throughout the page here and there to bring it all together in some different sections just so that it has some recurring elements. The colors in this particular sticker value pack really go well with the colors in Kelly's Pink Christmas and the colors of the flashcards, so that's gonna match up really nicely. And then I'm trying to figure out what I want to layer. Over here it says, "Oh Christmas Tree," reminded me of that carol, so I'm gonna lay the Christmas tree right behind it and put down, that other box got a little crooked, so just fixing it right there. These stickers come up pretty easily. I don't usually press them down super hard the first time because sometimes I change my mind and kind of move them around. So still flipping back and forth, I see an Advent calendar right there, so I'll add that right above where it says December, adding a few other phrases in different parts. I really like the gold foil on the white, and I'll end up layering some more elements back and forth. You can see I'll bring in some Christmas trees. I love these little phrases. I wanted to make sure I was sticking to the ones that were focused on the Christmas season and not just the commercial part of Christmas, because of course there's a lot of Santa in here, a lot of other different elements, and I didn't want that on my Advent calendar. So layering a few Christmas trees here and there, and it is done. I am just so excited about Advent season coming up. Let me know below if you're excited and what kind of Advent calendar you're going to use. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. As always, I have linked supplies down below in the description box, so make sure to check those out. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.